Welcome back to Miss Universe 1989. Karen Baldwin is about to continue our interview competition with the second 5 semifinalists. Karen?
We now have Miss USA, Gretchen Polhemus from Fort Worth, Texas, a real estate investor and cattle broker. Hello, Gretchen.
Hi, Karen.
I read in an interview where you said being a cattle broker is much like being a stockbroker. How is this so?
I always kid around by giving that answer because people say, what do you do for a living? And I say, I'm a stockbroker, because in the cattle business, that's what we call a herd of cattle as stock. And what I do is I buy and sell investment cattle for real estate investors and for ranch investors.
Are you more comfortable taking risks with your money or other people's money?
Well, I'm confident enough in myself as a businesswoman that I trust, first of all, my own instincts, and luckily my customers also trust me.
I would guess that land and cattle are still male-dominated businesses. Is this true?
I think it is too. Especially being from Texas, it seems to be a generation-type business. But it's been a challenge for me. When I started in real estate, I was 19, and that was a great challenge, especially the first listing I had, the people were 72 years old, and so that was a great challenge for me to try to weigh their trust, you know, to trust me to list their house.
Have you ever had trouble being taken seriously because you're a woman and a beauty queen?
You know what they don't take me serious is when I'm standing in an evening gown and telling them I'm a cattle broker.
Somehow I can understand that. Thank you, Gretchen, Miss USA. Let's welcome Miss Sweden, Louise Drevenstam, 19, from Stockholm. Hello.
Hello.
Miss Finland is your roommate. Did the two of you rehearse interview questions?
No, we have not rehearsed anything, but...
I bet you wish you had of now. You also flew over here together, and on the way you had yourselves quite an adventure. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, when we came to New York, we was going here the next morning and we missed our plane. We met on the airport in the check-in. We met a lovely lady that took care of us and showed us the whole New York for a whole day, and she took us out to party and everything. So she was really nice to us.
I hope she's watching. How is New York different from what you thought?
First, when I came there, I thought it was very cold and I didn't like it actually so much, but when I met this girl and she showed us around, it was lovely. I loved it.
Back in Sweden, you're a hairdresser. Is this true?
Yes, it is.
What do you do when somebody comes into your salon and shows you a picture of a film star and says, I want a hairdo just like that, but there's absolutely no way you could do it? What do you say to them?
I explain to them that it's no idea to do that because some of the problems, and I explain what that girl has done to her hair and why she can't have it the same way.
That's diplomacy. Thank you, Louise. Miss Sweden. Now we have Miss Poland. Joanna Gapinska is 21. A university student and a world-class gymnast. Hi, Joanna. Would you like an interpreter?
Yes.
May we please have an interpreter? Hello. How has all your gymnastic training prepared you for pageant competition?
Jak twoje ćwiczenia gimnastyczne ciebie do tego przygotowały? Do wyborów?
I tried English. 9 years I trained rhythmic gymnastics, and this is very helped me in this contest because here we many dancing and training, and this sport helped me here.
You yourself have competed in gymnastics at an international level. Why do you think the Russian and Eastern European girls are so much better in gymnastics than the girls from the West?
Dlaczego myślisz, że dziewczęta z wschodu mają lepsze szanse w gimnastyce?
I think so. Girls from all the world have the same chance. I think we have very good choreographer. Every world have very good choreographer. I think so.
Their training is much more rigorous than the girls from the West. Do you think all that training takes away from a good childhood?
Czy myślisz, że te ciężkie ćwiczenia odbierają coś od małego życia?
Yes, this sport very helped me.
I have one more question for you. Poland is the first Eastern Bloc country to send a delegate to the pageant. Just days ago, the first Miss USSR was chosen. Are pageants catching on in communist countries?
Czy teraz są popularne wybory w komunistycznych państwach?
Yes, I've been in this contest in USSR, in Miss Lithuania. This is very big contest and very nice. Many artists from all the world, from Italy, from New Zealand. And this contest is very popular in USSR.
Good luck, Joanna. Thank you. Miss Poland. Miss Finland. Osa Ludal is 20. She's a university student from Helsinki. Hello, Osa.
Hello,
Could you tell us what you're studying?
I'm studying economics and then I take some courses in languages too, exactly English and German.
What would you like to do for a career?
I would like to become a businesswoman, to do a career in economics and maybe work for the companies abroad, Finnish companies abroad, doing in English and German, of course.
You and Miss Sweden are roommates. After rehearsals, when you go back to your room, what do you two talk about?
We talk about the day, what has happened, and what the girls have had, what kind of clothes they have had, and what the girls have been talking with each other, and of course, if we have been seeing some good-looking boy.
I was wondering when that was going to come about. I was a contestant once, too. Describe for us Finnish men.
Finnish men are, they are very nice, and they are very deep in their feelings, and they are always very trusting.
Your bio said that the person you would most like to meet was Barbara Bush. Why is this?
Her husband George Bush has just become United States president, and I find her a very interesting person because we haven't seen quite a lot of her in back home in Finland, and I think I would have quite a lot of questions to ask her. For example, in what way she prepared for big cocktail parties and all these things, and of course if she could influence on her husband.
Thank you very much, Osa. Miss Finland. Miss Mexico. Adriana Abascal is 18 from Veracruz and a recent high school graduate. Now that you've completed high school, what are your plans for the future?
Well, actually, I would like to become an actress. So after I give up my crown, I would like to get a real hard training because that's my next goal.
What would you rather play, a heroine or a villain?
I think a villain. It's more fun.
Why do you think you make a good villain?
Well, because I will really change because I'm not like that. So I will really be performing something. And whenever you're performing, I think you get the chance to live a different experience by performing the character. So I would like to do that.
Your father is a doctor and was away from home a lot when you were growing up, and you accepted that. If you were to become a wife and mother and had to stay away from home and say stay on location for hours on end, would that be acceptable to you?
I think so, because my father taught me since I was a little girl that if you love your career, you can always share with your family and make them understand that you're doing for them because you love them. And I really thank my father because he understands that I'm away from home because I'm competing in the pageant, and he will understand that so I want to be an actress, I will have to be away from home. So I would like to teach my children, if I ever had, I hope, the same way.
Very well put. Thank you, Adriana. Miss Mexico. And thanks to all of you ladies.
And thank you to Karen for a terrific job.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
That concludes our interview competition.
Are you keeping track of the scores? Well, remember, there are 2 more levels of competition to come. Evening gowns and, when we return, swimsuits.
Well, when I'm drawing, I like to try and discover the personality behind the face. The eyes are the window to the soul, and they tell a lot about when a person looks at your eyes, into your eyes. This is a cameraman, the cameraman.
The 1989 Miss Universe pageant will return after this word from Oil of Olay.